Easedale Gill behind me is a grade 1 rated scramble in the Central Lake District west of Grasmere. It runs down underneath the so-called Lake District Matterhorn, which you can see there, Belles Knott, down towards Easedale Tarn. It's a bit of a hike to get to, but I'm hoping it's going to prove worthwhile. Its nearby cousin, Sourmilk Gill, feels like a busy thoroughfare with plenty of day trippers willing to wait on the side while you hesitantly try to scrabble up the waterfalls. By contrast, Easedale Gill is lonely and remote. There is currently nobody else here, even though it's a weekend. I'm scrambling the main section of Easedale Gill that runs up there, but over here on the right is another section that flows out of Easedale Tarn that looks like it might possibly be a scramble route as well. Here's the obvious start point for Easedale Gill, which is referred to as a glacis. That's geographer speak for a slope. The slope itself is pretty smooth, so you can grab hold of the cracks to the right or to the left up here to help you up. But the angle is also somewhat sympathetic and it's pockmarked, and there are some cracks within the surface itself, so you can also make your way up because the surface is slippery, but not too slippery. Above the glacis, there's a small field of rocks, and then this rather narrow and greasy waterfall. Here's some of the typical profile of Easedale Gill. Narrow channel, slippery but not too slippery, so that you can walk up, but in general it does make sense to use your hands to help you to get up. The next waterfall is around 30 feet in height. There are several different routes up, and it's also helped by the fact that there's not been a great deal of rain in the past few days, so the water levels are relatively low in the gill. If it's not too much alliteration, here is a pocket-sized plunge pool below the next pitch, and there's something nice and homely about Easedale Gill, despite the rather bleak setting, which means I find it a rather comforting scramble. Here's the end point beneath Belles Knott, where the gradient slackens off. One way of thinking about Easedale Gill is in comparison to neighbouring Sourmilk Gill. Sourmilk Gill was exhilarating, scary at times. By comparison, Easedale Gill was calming. That word again, comforting. Sourmilk Gill was grade 2, difficult, slow because it was slippery. Easedale Gill was grade 1, simple, quite quick, not so slippery. But that contrast between the two means that they make a great combination. If Sourmilk Gill is sex, then Easedale Gill is the cigarette after. So I would recommend doing the two together, and I'm going to give Easedale Gill the same score that I gave Sourmilk Gill, which is 7.5 out of 10, and we'll look forward to returning.
Here's the route map. Blue for the walk in and back from parking in Grasmere, red for the actual scramble. It may look like a long old slog up to the gill, but as I've just noted, I would scramble up Sourmilk Gill on the way. In addition, after you've completed Easedale Gill, you can always scramble Belles Knott or go up the intersecting gill that flows out of Easedale Tarn. Further details are given in the text description underneath the video.